What's up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another What Talking Facts. You good? Good. All right, man. I want to talk about this crazy stuff, man. This rolling loud nonsense is going bananas right now. We got all kind of madness going on. We got rappers getting locked up. We got people stampeding because they think they about to get shot. We got headliners turning away at the door saying I'm not rapping because they want to search me. It's just madness. Gunshots being let off. Some dude hit a AK-47 off at your boy NBA Youngboy. It's going crazy, man. Rolling Loud been around. I don't know how long this thing been around, but I know the 2019 one was there from May 10th through the 12th. Cardi B, T Grizzly, all these different rappers that's relevant right now. If you poppin', you was there. I think Wiz Khalifa, just all these different rappers that if you was there and popping, you was there and popping. So everybody's being drawn to Miami for this. This is not the first time a festival of this caliber has taken place. I'm just gonna start there. They've been doing festivals like this for years, and they seem to have been getting progressively worse. So it used to be when you got booked for a festival, right? You felt a sense of honor. You felt a sense of pride. You were finally invited to the big dance. They were finally taking you serious. This was your chance to be in front of 20,000 people, whatever it's going to be out there. This is your chance to be on the big stage, even if you're going first or second. You took that shit with a badge of honor. It was like, wow, man, I got a festival. In my opinion, this is how I would feel if I was in the shoes of one of these artists that got picked, chosen, booked, what have you, to be on this show. It's an honor. It's a blessing. You're getting paid. You're going to gain new fans. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to come there mad humble. You're going to be extremely appreciative of your time. The time they give you, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it's going to be, 5 minutes, whatever you're going to get. Bada boom. Now we in 2019. Festivals right now, if you're paying attention, festivals have become one giant open mic, one giant talent show. Festivals are taking, and part of the problem is festivals are taking new artists that have very little experience in the game. They're brand new to the game and throwing them on a festival, right? In a $1 million venue for $1 million event, and they're bringing 10, 15 knuckleheads with them off the street. These guys have zero, I'm not going to say zero class, but they barely got class. But they have zero knowledge of what it takes to be a true artist in this business, how to have longevity. These dudes are right off the street. Half of them just got out of jail. Half of them going right back, right? So you're bringing 20 acts like this. Facts. You're bringing at least 20 acts that just started popping a year ago. Facts. If I do the roster of this thing, I guarantee you a minimum of 10 to 15 of these acts on this bill just started popping a year and a half tops ago. Now they're on a festival. They're on a festival. And that means the crowd they're bringing has the same energy. People who ain't used to being nowhere, they don't do stuff like this on a regular basis. So this is just like the hood to them. When they're seeing all these people that look just like them, acting just like them, this not that special no more. We just in an open field, but it's just like we back in the hood. So they're acting accordingly. The rappers are acting the same way. The rappers' entourage are acting the same way. This thing looked like a big giant Freaknik. This thing looked out of control. I'm just telling you what it looked like to me. When I'm looking on social media, yeah, I saw posts of this guy performing and that guy, and they had the live stream going and all this good stuff like that. But what we've also seen in the past couple of years is more and more fights between rap crews, right? Rush, Lil B, right? I can name a bunch of, and you can name a bunch of fights. Every time there's a festival, some rap crew fights another rap crew, right? This one no different. They're saying, I don't know is this true or not. I'm just telling you what I heard. They're saying that the young NBA Youngboy thing was something with T Grizzly Camp. I don't know, but that's what they're saying on the internet. Now, let's imagine these two rappers are getting money, right? They're getting mad money to be there. In what world are you beefing? Why are you beefing? And not only can it's fine to beef, but know where you at when you beef. And we're getting to the point where the rappers don't care where they are. Supposedly, this dude pulls out an AK-47 and starts shooting up NBA Youngboy's car, bus, whatever they're doing. Wherever they're on, he's shooting it up. Supposedly, NBA Youngboy, so 3 people got hit, 3 people got injured. NBA Youngboy did not get injured, but I'm sure, I heard that the girl that was with him and 2 other people. So supposedly, his security ran down and shot up supposedly the dude that did the shooting. This is what was early reports were. Then it comes out that NBA Youngboy is arrested after he performs for the same shooting. You would ask yourself, why would he be arrested for a shooting he didn't commit? Or a shooting that was self-defense? Well, now they're saying that may have been an innocent bystander that was shot and killed by his security. So they ran down on the wrong person and allegedly and shot and killed the wrong person that had nothing to do with the actual shooting, the murder. So imagine you're just a patron. You're just a patron. You're just there to see the show. And for some reason, you get shot and killed for something you had nothing to do with. Process that. This is at a festival, right? If it ain't a random mass shooter that's just there to just kill as many people as he can, why are they shootings at all? Why are you shooting an AK-47 at a festival? You needed it that bad? That's where we're at right now. And a lot of times when the rappers, just like Young Dolph, when Young Dolph got shot up at the festival, another festival last year, his whole car got shot up. Come to find out it was another rapper that did it. Allegedly. Black Gangster, supposedly, he got, I don't know what happened, but I know he got arrested for it. So I don't know who did what. But apparently when these rappers beef, it's another rapper. It ain't even street dudes coming out of nowhere beefing with them. It's other rappers. Process that. And so now we got this platform, Rolling Loud, where you can get, at least some of these other festivals, they'll have a mixture of people. This Rolling Loud sound like it's all rap. Notice I said rap. I didn't say hip hop. It's all rap. Rappers. Rappers bring a certain crowd. You put 50 rappers in a big open space like that, and you put this many people in there, anything can happen. Right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you the facts. Anything can happen when you put this many bodies in one place with this kind of energy. It is a fact. And I'm not saying not to do it, but I'm saying something the way they're doing this, something ain't right. So you got NBA Youngboy arrested. You got Kodak Black arrested for firearms or whatever, saying the police was watching these guys and waiting on them to do this and that so they could search them. It's a setup. The police know exactly who's coming, who's going to be where, and they coming with dogs, sniffing the buses, sniffing your clothes, like all this. It's a setup. It is your setup when you get to this thing to be whatever, accosted by these cops. And the thing is, you got to be able to protect yourself because you might not even, the cops might not be they may be the least of your worries. Apparently, these dudes is letting off AK-47s at dudes. Facts. And if this dude didn't have security, who knows what would have happened? You see what I'm saying? So it's like rappers are in danger. Just like they said, EPMD said back in the day, rappers are in danger, bro. And we're seeing a time where you could correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen this many rappers attacked, shot at, killed, beat up, chased, stabbed. I've never seen this many rappers get themselves in this kind of nonsense. And I say that to say this. Rolling Loud, in my opinion, seems to be inviting it the most. Because simple fact, Twitter suspended Rolling Loud's account. Go look it up. Twitter suspended Rolling Loud's account. Facts. Because they violated Twitter's guidelines. How could a festival violate Twitter's guidelines? How could a festival that's just promoting itself, putting out pictures of the rappers that's rapping, the artists that's rapping, what do they have to do to violate Twitter's guidelines? Ask yourself. How many festivals you hear get banned from Twitter? Besides the Fire Fest, which never happened. How many festivals you hear they got their rights to tweet revoked? I'm gonna wait for that. I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never heard of Rock the Bells getting their account snatched because they was too wild. But that's, in essence, that's exactly what happened. Twitter snatched Rolling Loud's account because it's too wild. It's too out of control. It's too much going on. It's too much going on. It sounds like mayhem. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm looking at the videos of academics. He's showing videos of pandemonium. Sheer pandemonium. I heard people who didn't even go back the third day. Not to mention the rain stopped some of the action and people started rioting. They had a riot. Facts. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they had a riot. I saw it. When they postponed the show for weather, look it up. They started to riot. Instead of being like, let me take shelter. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me be safe and thank you for thinking of me and letting me, seek shelter, No, these dudes rioted. Started destroying the stage. Fact, this is what's happening at Rolling Loud. I don't know who the organizers of this thing is, which is whatever. I throw shows. I know how it can get. Trust me, I know how shows can get. And this could be, it could be a lot worse than it is. This literally could be 10 dead, 40 injured. This could be way worse than this. But how long before it get there? How long before you put this many heads on a ticket? When I'm doing shows, I know you can only have a certain amount of hardcore, I don't give a shit rap that's all about money, drugs, and violence. You can only put but so many of them guys on there before you balance it out with a guy that's talking something else. Fact. Now, I don't know every act on that thing, but when I looked at the acts, they all look like some really heavy, hardcore, we drink, we smoke, we get money type of rap. And that brings a certain element. I don't care what you say. Now, Rock the Bells had a little bit of everything. And most of these other shows, they have a little bit of everything. It's not just one type of vibe. Because if you got that one vibe the entire show, you are creating a vibe that's going to be taken outside of that show. That's going to be taken onto the streets. And not only that vibe is going to bring the artists that going to clash with the other artists that got the same vibe. Because it's testosterone, it's ego driven. And you're dealing with people that got a lot on the line when it comes to their reputation because they eat off their reputation. Even though these days reputation don't mean nothing because you basically saw, who was it, Rich the Kid? Was it Rich the Kid that got chased by Lil Uzi? And all his career didn't, correct me if I'm wrong, it might not be Rich the Kid. I might be wrong. But one of these dudes got chased all through up and through Philly, I believe, by Uzi and his team. Right? Facts. So that dude came back out with more hit records. He ain't gone nowhere. Whoever he was, I saw him. He got videos. Now he's still rocking. So getting punched and chased and whatever don't necessarily end your career. But in these guys' minds, everything is on everything. So they can't look soft. They can't look like punks even for a second. Because it's going to hurt the brand. And once the brand get hurt, a lot of people can't get paid. So therefore, you got the dude way in the back whose whole job is to carry the backpack with the gat in it. Now he got to activate. Wonder Twins, activate. Wonder Twins, activate. Now he got to activate, pull the ratchet out, and go do his job. He got one job. And they got to do this job because so-and-so can't look soft out here. You've seen it for the past couple of years. Tekashi 6ix9ine getting in shootouts in parking lots. All these people, I can go down the list of people who got in a shootout in a park. I think Fabulous got in a shootout in the park, like a shootout in the parking lot over whatever. Right? Casanova and all these different people. It's an ego thing. Half of it ain't even beef because once Casanova and Tekashi got pressed by the feds, they became the biggest buddies ever. Facts. They shaking hands. This dude Casanova says it to this day. He was calling him. Tekashi was calling him every night. Facts. Go watch the Casanova interview on Breakfast Club. He said Tekashi was calling him saying, "Look, watch what I'm about to do." He would do it on social media after he tell him, just to piss somebody off. So it's not real beef. Beef is when you really want this person to die. Because you can't go another day with them on the earth. That's beef. This is for show. So let's say this guy dig into a beef. NBA Youngboy dig into a beef with another rap crew. How serious could it have gotten for you to pull out an AK-47 in the middle of a festival with all these people? Could it really be that serious? What could it? Let's examine what it could possibly be. What could it possibly have been that you got an AK-47 out and shot up this guy's car? You could have killed everyone in there, but luckily no one died. Why was it that serious? What he said, your raps was whack? Like, what happened? Your gold was fake? Like, where we at with this bullshit? And what I'm saying, I say all that to say this. Rolling Loud is seemingly perpetuating this stuff. Whereas they're telling artists they got to search them before they get in there. They got to search the artists before they let them into the venue. Because they're booking artists of that caliber, of that energy. That's going to bring that kind of element, that's going to bring that kind of crew. That's who we're booking right now. So if you're booking that as an entity, Rolling Loud, you're setting this whole thing up for failure. Facts. When you put too much of one kind of energy on these festivals, you're going to have a problem. Facts. If you do a festival and you got Drake, Sade, Nas, Mary J. Blige, Ray Shermer, Sierra, what kind of crowd you think you're going to get? How many AK-47s going to hump off on that in that kind of environment? I'm going to wait for you to tell me zero. I'm going to wait for you to tell me zero because that's not going to happen at a show like that. It's not going to happen at a show like that. But when you put these new guys, like it ain't nothing got to do with their age, bro. Because some of these new guys are old and they just started popping. But when you get these guys who have zero respect for this music, they have zero respect for their fans. You should see some of these videos they make to their fans when they get mad. the shit they call their fans just for being fans and trying to figure out what's going on. They tell them, you fucking mind your fucking business. You all in my business, don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's crazy. They cuss out their fans these days. It's a fact. They cuss out their fans. They cuss out anybody. They have no respect. So you putting all these different kind of disrespectful people in a venue. NBA Youngboy, I have not seen him show respect to anyone. It's a fact. I have not seen this guy show an ounce of respect to anyone. Kodak Black, the same thing. Very disrespectful to everyone that they feel like they want to be disrespectful to. And these guys get paid for that. They get paid for that. These guys get locked up every other week, get right back out. These guys can't even tell you all their charges at this point. But yet, these are the stars of today. I get it. We had dudes in the 90s that was locked up off and on. DMX was off and on locked up. He's still off and on locked up to this day. To this day. DMX stayed. A couple Wu-Tang members was locked up off and on. So it's like, yeah, people got locked up. But DMX was never disrespectful to his fans. And he was never disrespectful to women. I can't remember one time where DMX was disrespectful to a woman and did something to a woman. I don't remember it. You got to let me know. Maybe his wife got some stories, but other than that, in public eye, I've never seen DMX do none of the stuff these rappers are doing these days. And if you had 10 DMXs on one event, there's going to be a problem. So that's what I'm saying. Rolling Loud, is this setting up these rappers for failure? When you put all these rappers of this same ilk, of this ego-driven music on the same bill, you throwing them up there together, like this is bound to happen. So my question is Rolling Loud destroying rap, destroying these rappers' careers, destroying rap? It's about to. Rolling Loud is going to get it's going to get itself shut down. Just like when Freaknik reached the heights of Freaknik. Go look. If you don't know what Freaknik is, go look it up. If you don't know what Freaknik is or was, go look it up. Freaknik was the premier. From coast to coast, everyone learned what Freaknik was. Freaknik, you went down to, I believe, Georgia, Atlanta somewhere. And it really wasn't it was more of it wasn't like performances or whatever. It was more of a gathering. Bikers and people like that gathered in one city and just partied. And they called it Freaknik. And first, like they say in the movies, for a time it was good. Then it wasn't good. It turned into beat downs, shootings, jumpings, all this stuff. People jumping on people's cars, dancing, that the person's just trying to get from one street to the other. They jump on your car, start dancing. That's how crazy Freaknik got. Chicks taking their shirts off and taking their panties off. Then girls start getting raped, and that's when Freaknik got shut down. Facts. Go look it up. So, Freaknik got itself shut. Freaknik was very popular. It made a lot of money for local businesses, hotels, things like that. But it got so wild, they shut it down. They shut it down. That thing is spoken in hushed tones now down there. They're like, you can't even say Freaknik out loud. You got to be really, really careful. You can't attach nothing to Freaknik. Apparently, they bringing it back on some family vibe. But that sounds ridiculous. Freaknik back on a family vibe. It sounds silly. Whoever's doing that, just stop it. Delete all your notes. But I'm saying, so my thing is, Rolling Loud just got 2 young boys arrested. A shootout. They got their Twitter account suspended. And they made Lil Wayne walk off because he's Lil Wayne. He's not getting searched. You're not going to take his syrup and all this other shit. You're not taking nothing from Wayne. So that's where we at with that. Rolling Loud is slowly, in my opinion, if you're going to ask me, is it destroying rap? An event like Rolling Loud will definitely destroy rap. It will definitely destroy these rappers that's in it because they're going to keep clashing. Because if you put a festival together and just total disregard for the type of artists you're putting on it, if you're just throwing them on because they popped up hot, then that's asking for trouble. That's asking for trouble. You're not vetting these motherfuckers. And you have to also eliminate the amount of people allowed in there. It's a lot of stuff you got to do to avoid this kind of stuff. And I guess, it could have been worse. So I guess they work toward it not getting too crazy. But all of these festivals have issues. Even the ones that's set up where it's different kind of element in all of the festivals. Like Summer Jam in New York, they have a different element. It's not the same. It's not all the way through one thing. And they have their problems, but it's not as outrageous as this is becoming with this Rolling Loud stuff. So to answer my own question, is Rolling Loud in regards to Kodak, NBA Youngboy, these young guys that's coming up, is this doing them a disservice? I think this is doing them a very big disservice. It's throwing them into a situation, if they ain't worried about cops waiting on them like prey, they worrying about another rap crew waiting on them like prey, or some fans waiting on them like prey. They putting them in a real bad situation. A real bad situation. And I think that unless something is done to make this festival a little more open, a little more unique, it seems like it's just one thing, and that one thing is not good. It's a fact. It's just not good to have too much money, cash, hoes rap in one place. My name is Chuck Wick Ills, aka Challz Brown. Thank you for listening and watching. I will be back again because, like I said, there's a lot of nonsense going on. Hit the like, hit the don't like, whatever you want to do. Subscribe. We on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff like that there. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.